I love lemon. I love pretty much anything that tastes like lemon, but I also love to bake. Lemons, baking, this lemon poppy seed loaf is where it's at. I made this not too long ago for a group of friends and it was a hit. So I want to make it again because it's delicious. The oven's ready. The oven is preheated to 325 degrees and I'm going to prep a loaf pan with some cooking spray and also some parchment paper just to be safe. You don't have to, I just do because sometimes I'm a basket case. You just want it to come out clean, you know? And I also like to do an overhang of the parchment paper so you can just kind of like pull it out of the pan. So let's get started. In my bowl here, I just have some softened butter and sugar, and I'm just going to cream this for a few minutes with my little hand mixer. Now that we are all light and fluffy, to this mixture, I'm going to just add some vanilla extract. The recipe calls for lemon extract, but I don't mess with that, so I'm switching it out for vanilla. And I'm gonna add the zest of 1 lemon. Zest this before you juice it, but I want the whole thing. Just going to now incorporate this just for a second. Add my eggs. Incorporate those. Also at this step, you might kind of curdle a little bit. It looks kind of funny. Don't worry, it's okay. It'll be fine. I'm going to add the 1 lemon's worth of juice. This was a good juicy lemon, but if you don't get one with a lot of juice, roll it before you cut it or just pop it in the microwave for a few seconds and get everything kind of moving. I'm gonna add my poppy seeds. Wizard of Oz? No one? Okay. And I'm gonna just combine all of this. Now we have got something here that doesn't look, excuse me. We've got something here that doesn't look too appetizing. It smells good, but we're gonna make it better. To this, we're going to alternate mixing in our milk and flour mixture. So this flour mixture has all-purpose flour, salt, and baking powder. And then I've just got some milk, so we're gonna alternate these in. That looks good, doesn't it? Before we transfer it into our loaf pan, I'm just gonna give it a once around with a spatula just to get the sides and everything off the bottom. Just make sure everything is mixed in there. I've just got my loaf pan right here with some scraps of parchment that I had. There's that overhang that I was talking about. Makes it much easier to just lift out of the pan. You're just gonna plop it in. Lunch lady style. Oven should even it out, but I like to just give it a little head start. Now I'm going to pop this into my oven for an hour, hour and 10 minutes. I probably start to check it around 50 minutes, depending on your oven, but you just want to make sure that it's cooked all the way through, it's golden on the top, and a skewer comes out clean. There she is. It smells so dang good in this house. Ugh, like sugar and butter and lemon. It's perfect. This was in the oven for about an hour. Yeah, about an hour and 10 minutes. And the skewer has come out clean, nothing on it. This is going to sit. I'm gonna let it sit right here on this little trivet thing. I might move it to a wire rack, but I don't want to take it out yet. It's very soft, but beautiful. Let it chill out for a while, and then I'm gonna put a glaze on it, which will make everything better. This has been cooling for a few hours. It's still kind of warm to the touch, but it's not hot. So I am going to make a glaze now, but I'm going to get these parchment paper things out of here. Magic. In my little dish, I have just a few tablespoons of powdered sugar, and I'm just going to add some lemon juice too. Instead of lemon juice, you can add water if you want, and then start to mix until you get the consistency that you want. So it's kind of like glue right now. I want it to be a little thinner so it's pourable. So it's pretty thick right there, you can see. And glaze like this is really easy to work with. If you add too much liquid, just add some more sugar. And then if you add too much sugar, just add some more liquid until you probably have, you know, a pound of glaze, but at least you'll get the consistency right. This is pretty much where I want it. It's runny, it's thin, but it's not thin like actual liquid. It's still got some heft to it. And I'm just gonna spoon it on. And because everything sweet has to have a little something extra to it, I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of some flaky salts. This really brings out the sweetness. And we're done. This is for later, so I'm not going to really dig into it, but it's just the prettiest of lemon poppy seedness inside. It's moist, it's so flavorful. I like to just kind of keep this airtight. I'm not eating it. Got my little cover here. You can cover it with some saran wrap, just nice and tight. This will keep for a few days if it lasts you that long. And this makes a great gift, and it makes a great addition to any kind of spread you've got going on, especially around the holidays. So take this to whatever gathering you're going to, no matter how small, you will be a hit. So make it and enjoy it. Bon appetit!